Into Hobby Lobby today to pick up some of their unfinished Christmas wood. If you're on the fence about whether these are a good idea to pick up, in today's video we're going to cover a bit of a mid-range to a cheaper range of projects that you can do with their unfinished wood. I'm going to let you know whether or not I think they're worth buying and let you know how they turn out. So let's pick up our items and get back home to crafting. So we're back, we're ready. I got projects that are all under $10, maybe one that's closer to $5, and they're gonna be super cute. You can make them for yourself, you can make them for gifts, but we're gonna jump into it right now. For our first project, I picked up these gingerbread guys. They are gonna be kind of a two project here, but we're gonna cover them with some brown paint. And the paint I'm using was kind of, I don't know, opaque maybe. It required a couple of coats, so depending on the paint you're using, this isn't chalk paint, so it is just acrylic paint. So I covered both of their bodies, and now I'm just using a coral blush color for the blush. It is raised like on their skin. Then I'm just going to do some normal painting here, painting her shirt white. None of the details on her dress or jumper are risen, so you're going to paint over them. It's up to you. If you are really good at painting and you feel like you don't need any of those details, then whatever paint you work with is going to be just fine. If you feel like you do need some kind of guidance, then just do your best to kind of go in the lines. It's basically just coloring with paint. So we're going to cover her I guess shirt and go around the romper, and then we're going to go ahead and paint the romper. So we're going to come in with some red chalk paint just to cover up the bow, and all of this so far has been just straight painting. So we're going to go in with what I consider in today's video the star of the show, which is some puffy paint. Now these small bottles of puffy paint came from the Dollar Tree. They were $1.25 for this little bottle, and I will say it gave great coverage and it covered a lot of the projects. So this is worth $1.25. Even if it's $1.50 now, it would definitely be worth picking up. But all of the parts of the gingerbread men that require like icing on the arms, legs, in that area are going to be covered with white. The mouth was covered with red. Now, my one concern here, I don't know if it's a concern, but a critique about the Dollar Tree red is it's more of an orange red. And you're going to see that later in the projects, is that it's not a true red. So if you're looking for true red, definitely pick up a different bottle, maybe at Hobby Lobby, Walmart, or on Amazon, and I'll link one down below. We're going to cover the eyes with some black, also coming from the Dollar Tree. And then we're straight painting his scarf here. Now, on the boy, he didn't have a whole lot of details, just his hair and his scarf. You could use puffy paint here on his scarf if you wanted. You could paint a pattern on this. I was going for a more easy project here. So depending on your skill level and depending on how confident you feel in painting can really be where you shine in this area. I'm a good painter, but not an expert painter. So we're using some of the white again to fill in their eyes. That really brings them to life and makes them so adorable. But that is it. These are really super easy, straight painting projects. So we're going to add some buttons here where he had little circles for frosting. If you don't have any buttons, you could definitely just use puffy paint here, or you could add any other kind of embellishments that you wanted. The really fun thing about unfinished wood is it really is all about just your imagination and what you think it's going to look like when it comes to life. Now, I decorate with traditional colors, red and green, but if you are more into the pinks or something like that, then definitely these could be pink. So we're going to add some green buttons to her romper, and she had some little heart cutouts on her shirt, so we're going to add some heart buttons there at the top where the heart cutouts were. Then I got these acrylic sheets that they have at Hobby Lobby. They are a little on the expensive side. It was like $4.49 for one sheet, so but I really like how this turned out. So if you're going to use it, it's worth using it for whatever the project is. So I'm gonna use my cutting machine. I put it onto the front of our acrylic sheet, and then I'm using some buttons I had in my stash. You could use anything here. If you don't like the hole showing, then you could use something else. I didn't mind the hole. I thought it looked cute, so totally a preference thing there. But we're going to turn it over. We're going to put it onto our sign that we also got at Hobby Lobby. It was only $2.50. So we're going to add a good amount of hot glue here, and then our gingerbread man and our gingerbread girl are going to sit to the side of each side. Now I made 2 of these. Each of them have a different saying. I think they turned out absolutely adorable and would make a super cute gift. But you guys let me know what you think. I think this is worth buying. You decide if this is something you would buy. In today's video, I was asked to do a Christmas collab, which I was so excited to do. And so I am participating in this collab with Liliana DIY and also these other fabulous crafters. So the playlist will be linked down below, and in my pinned comment, you can go and check out the rest of these really fun Christmas DIYs at the end of the video. And if you do head over there and check out their videos, let them know that I sent you over, and we'll get on to the rest of the video. For this project, we picked a bigger item. Now this is one of the big, longer hanging signs. Also Gingerbread Men, so we already did the smaller Gingerbread Men, so this is basically just kind of going over what we did, although there's a few different elements over there. So we're going to cover the gingerbread people with our brown paint again, and then using our puffy paint from Dollar Tree, we're going to fill in some of the details. Now, like I said earlier, the red from Dollar Tree is more of an orange red. And so when we start to do the bow, you're going to see like a different contrast there. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about reds. Using our Dollar Tree puffy paint, I am still using the same container. So we used this puffy paint on our last 2 gingerbread men. Now we're using it on these gingerbread men. So as you can see in the bow, I decided to use some red paint to go into the crevices because this one has raised pieces, but then it has crevices to go in. So that's kind of hard to explain, but I didn't want it all to be brown because that seemed kind of weird if we had other colored elements. So I used red paint to go in the hat aspect and the bows. And then when I filled it in with the Dollar Tree puffy paint, they are not the same reds. So I like the contrast. If you don't like the contrast, keep that in mind. But then I filled in some other areas. So he had a tree. We're going to use some green puffy paint for the tree. And then I went ahead and filled in the white of his little ball of his hat. I also used the top of his hat with the red paint. I tried to keep it consistent. That way it was the same colors. Keep that in mind in case it's a large project. Now again, I did use those small ones for almost the entire project of this one and the 2 little ones. I did pick up some puffy paint from Hobby Lobby when I thought I had a bigger project coming. Now to go around the rest of this, it's like a cookie, so I decided to use that as icing to go around the outside of our gingerbread people. This is not a hard project, it's just a tedious project. Like, I promise you this is not taking 5 minutes, but it is worth doing. So in the middle here, it's like part of the cookie cutout, like to show where one gingerbread man goes to the next. I went ahead and put that as white just because it looked like part of the cookie icing to me. I added a couple little dots here to our tree just to give it a little bit of embellishment, and then that's it. This is really just painting and taking time, but this one is my favorite project of the day. It's adorable, and I think it would make a beautiful gift. So let me know if you're going to pick this up and give it a try. Well, was fun. I have paint everywhere. I had a long sleeve shirt on earlier and that ended up getting paint in the sleeve. So just know, like, I am using puffy paint here because I wanted to get the icing look. You could just paint it and it would be just as cute. But if you're going to paint or puffy paint, just know, like, to be careful and to probably wear a short sleeve shirt just because you've got to reach over and the sign is so big. So anyway, I gotta go clean this up and then we're on to the next one. All right, so I'm gonna paint the inside of this all brown. I did this for the other gingerbread people, but I have this other color that's a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna use this color because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these numbers, and so I want to be able to at least see them. The rest of it can be covered with my other puffy paint. My only concern is these stars. I do not have yellow puffy paint, so that might be a trip back to Hobby Lobby, but otherwise everything else could be covered with the puffy paint. I don't know about the inside of these windows. You guys tell me what color you would put inside these windows. Let me know down in the comments, and we'll see if I picked the color you picked by the time I did this video, because I am recording the voiceover for this portion before I've painted. So let's see what you decide, and let's see if we got the same color. All right, well, that didn't go as planned because look, I painted and you can't see the lines here. So I'm gonna have to paint around, yeah, I'm gonna have to paint around here like this. I'm not too sad about the star because I don't really care about the star. I don't have yellow puffy paint anyway, as I said, so I mean, I guess we could look at this a couple different ways. Like, yay, if you want total coverage to do your own, like, gingerbread house, but at the same time, that's kind of crappy because then you don't get the line detail, like, to fill it in. So, anyway, just thinking as I'm painting, letting you guys know that it is going to cover it up. I'm not sure what we're going to do here. I think I could probably wing it with the paint just because they're all the same. But yeah, anyway, back to painting. I'm gonna have to get a smaller brush because I'm not going to be able to just go over this whole thing. So it's going to take me longer, but anyway, we're off to painting this. Here we go. All right, I have the base coat down. I think I'm going to do all the puffy paint first, and then while it's drying, we'll go ahead and run over to Hobby Lobby because I think I'm going to try to find some ornaments that kind of match these, and we need some kind of number situation to do our countdown. So we're going to go ahead and do, oh, I am going to paint this inside here yellow. Let me know down in the comments if that's the color you picked. We're on to the puffy paint embellishments of this, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really hated this project for the majority of the time I created it. I don't know if I was just getting tired. There is a lot of tiny details to this one. Maybe puffy paint wasn't the way to go, although in the end it looks cute, but I don't know, it was a lot, and I did all the projects kind of back to back, and so maybe that was the problem. I'm not really sure, but we're using some bigger puffy paint that I got from Hobby Lobby. We're just going to fill in the details. The outside, it looks kind of like a candy cane, so that's how we're going to paint it. The door color I wasn't thrilled with, but I kept going. And then we're going to do the window panes and the candy. All right, I just have the window panes left. Do them green. I don't know what it is, but when I color, I tend to go, I don't know if I like it, but I tend to go just towards stuff being realistic. And so brown made sense to me, but this is a gingerbread house, so anyway, we are gonna go with green. So as soon as I get all those done with green, then we're ready to do the last part of this. Okay, almost done, headed back to Hobby Lobby so I can pick up the last little pieces for the little candies to go on there, and then we're gonna be done. But headed to Hobby Lobby right now. After all that, they didn't have something that was gonna work at Hobby Lobby, so we're gonna paint. So we're just gonna finish this up. We just have the candies left and we are almost done. And the final bits of the candy here, and then we'll have the final reveal. All right, let's talk pieces. So for these gingerbread guys, I thought they were totally worth the money. They are $2 each. If you go to the Dollar Tree, you're picking those wood pieces up for $1.50. They're thinner and not as cute. So my thought is, yes, pick these up. There are a ton of possibilities to make with these. For our second project, these gingerbread people, definitely a yes. Now I'm gonna say, like I said before, these are not 5-minute projects. They took a long time to make, but I thought that they turned out so adorable, and I just loved them. So yes, yes, yes to these big gingerbread people. Now on to the gingerbread house. I don't think I would make this one again, and I'm gonna say that this is a great project, but only if you feel like you have time and you feel like you can do the little details, and maybe if you're a little bit more skilled at painting. Now, when I went to Hobby Lobby, they didn't have anything that I could put on there for the candy. So if you could find something to like glue over those aspects, then yes, but this is maybe a maybe or a no for me. I never want to paint another one of these as long as I live. So that is my honest opinion about what I think about this wood. Let me know if you're gonna pick up any, and if you are, I would love to see them. My email is down in the description box, so email me some pictures. I'll share them on my channel and let everyone know what you created. If you want to keep crafting with me and you're into the Hobby Lobby unfinished wood, here's another video with Hobby Lobby unfinished wood, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends.